will see. You will see.
What's up, guys? I wanted to show you this super cute little like rocker chic / bohemian hairstyle. Hair rings are huge trends right now, so I wanted to show you guys how to do that with jump rings from your local craft store. That's all I'm using, and some charms. So all I'm doing is parting Ireland's hair straight down the middle. This is something that you could do on yourself if you're comfortable braiding on yourself, but if you're not, you might need someone to help you. So I'm just sectioning her hair off, and I'm clipping all of it back so that way none of it will get pulled into the other side, because I tend to sometimes do that. So I'm going to be doing a Dutch braid on her hair. You could do a regular braid, but the rings wouldn't fit as well. So when you're doing a Dutch braid, it's inside out, so the rings have something to clip onto. So I'm just taking 3 strands and starting a Dutch braid. So this is when you're crossing them under instead of over. So with each side, either the left strand or the right strand, you're crossing it under the middle and picking up more hair. There's a ton of tutorials on YouTube on how to Dutch braid specifically. So if you go ahead and look that up, you'll see where that is. I didn't have the best angle to show you guys like exactly how to do it, like teach you day one braiding, which I am better at braiding other people's hair than myself. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, so I'm just Dutch braiding it, and I'm going to just speed it up because I'm basically just doing a basic Dutch braid. This is literally such an easy hairstyle if you guys know how to braid, or to do on someone else if you know how to braid. It's so easy and looks so good. So normally you would think to braid the hair all the way down as in like a normal Dutch braid, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and just rubber band it here. So almost doing like a low pigtail kind of look. So I'm going to go ahead and ponytail that off, which you could just leave the hairstyle here and it could be a cute little hairstyle to wear out. So I'm going to go ahead and fluff these out. I'm going to pancake them. So normally I pull one at a time when I want it to be very flat, but since I want it to be voluminous, I'm going to pull both sides at the time. So I'm at the same time. So I'm pulling left and right at the same time versus just holding the braid and pulling one side up. I want it to be super voluminous and bubbly. After I did that, I'm going to secure the second elastic so it's extra stable. The first one was just to hold it in place, and the second one is to make it stable. So I'm going to repeat that on the other side. This works perfect on long hair with no layers, but if you do have layers, it could still be super cute, but you might have some little pieces poking out here and there, which you can either gel down or just pull it out, make it that messy, effortless, kind of like more rocker look. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same exact thing on the other side. I'm trying to make them as even as possible, because when you are doing 2 braids, if one goes out more and one goes up more, they look a little off, so you want to try to make sure they're following the same part on the head, so following the top of the head versus following closer to the ear. Once that gets done, I'm just going to elastic it again. I'm just using those little like breakable elastics, kind of like clear elastics, but they're black, so they match better. So as you can see, they're pretty even and they're just pancaked or bubbled out. I love this. So from here, you could go ahead and pull out more hair around the face. So you're framing the face, or leave it here and you're good to go. But we want to do something a little bit more extravagant, because this is so easy. I don't even feel like it's appropriate to say extravagant. I'm just going to pull a top section of the ponytail. So you can either split the ponytail in half and do it that way, but she has pretty thick hair, so I'm just going to section off like the top third of the hair. I'm going to go ahead and braid that down, elastic it out. And we're going to, of course, bubble / pancake this out because we want it to be super voluminous and big and kind of messy. So I'm just pulling that out, again, pulling left and right at the same time, alternating to just left, just right. Since it is just a braid, it's easier to pull it apart versus like a Dutch braid where it's connected to the head, or a French braid. It's a little bit harder to pull out. But since it's just a braid, you can just kind of pull on it. However, you can even put your hands hands on top, thumb on bottom, and like slide your fingers together, if that makes sense. I'm doing the motion right now, but you obviously can't see, and that can also fluff it out. But if you just kind of pull on it, it'll totally work. So the next part is the fun part, which is the rings. I'm just using jump rings from Michaels. I got them for like $3.99. It comes with a ton of them. They're different styles. Wow, there's different sizes. So there's big ones, medium ones, and little teeny tiny ones. I used the biggest rings in there, and I had to open them with pliers. So I just held one side with my hand, one side of the baby plier, pulled it up so it had a little hook in it, and I just hooked it onto the hair, kind of like nestled it in the hair. But from here, since you do have those medium and small rings, you could always chain them onto each other and make like chains hanging or make like little rings connected so they look a little bit different, almost like charms would. You could even use them to connect charms on, but I'm just going to go ahead and place these throughout the hair. See how with the Dutch braid it's easier to like loop them in? You can see right there I added a little another circle charm. That one didn't open, so I just put it on it, and it's kind of like almost like someone hammered it flat, so it adds some dimension. I use big rings, small rings. You can keep them all the same size. You can even get diamond charms or like little dream catcher charms. You could even connect feathers to these. You can connect strings and do little pom-pom things. Like, there's so much you guys can do once you have these rings. It's just a base for other things to attach on. So you can see my little baby pliers there. But I'm just going to continue and put these throughout the hair. This is also, I use this kind of hairstyle inspiration when I do Amanda Cerny's hair. When we were in Morocco, I did her hair with rings almost every day. Now I'm going to wrap the ponytail with just a small piece of hair. I wanted it to be as clean as possible, so I didn't want you to see the rubber bands. I just went ahead and wrapped it around. Then I took a clear elastic and I tucked it in the clear elastic or rubber band it. You could also bobby pin it, but I found that using an elastic made it a little bit more comfortable for her, and I didn't have to worry about the bobby pin sliding out throughout the day. Alrighty guys, that was it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I absolutely love this hairstyle so much. It's so easy, whether you're doing this on someone else. On yourself it might be a little bit harder, but if you're someone who's comfortable braiding your own hair, this should be a piece of cake. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hair rings are so much fun and such a cool little trend. These are just jump rings from Michaels. You guys don't have to buy some expensive specific hair rings. Just get some jump rings. If they don't open up, just braid them in the hair. So there's always little alternatives to getting those like new trends. So yeah, this was super easy. The rings were like $2.99. Used Ireland as my model, and I absolutely love how they turned out. We actually ended up doing this hairstyle on her for a few of her events. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. If you like hair tutorials, let me know. I'll do more of them, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, babes. Mwah.